We're here in Kuwait at the International Energy Forum and looking at the Jodi initiative. Many organisations, of course, involved in that, and namely the International Energy Agency also, and the Director of Energy Markets and Security, Didier Houssin, is joining me right now. Thank you so much for joining us. Very, very busy and very focused group here, and over the last few years you've been doing quite a lot to really move the Jodi initiative forward. What has changed in the last few years?
A lot of progress have been made. We are now celebrating the 10th anniversary of Jodi, and that has expanded a lot over the years. Now it's a very comprehensive database that is updated on a monthly basis and provide a lot of information for market analysts. And it's also a signal and a symbol of an excellent cooperation between producing and consuming countries.
And indeed, great cooperation by many organisations. Just give us a feel for the 6 organisations involved and how closely you all work.
Though we are 7 organizations, they're coordinated by the International Energy Forum. The International Energy Agency represents the key consuming countries, and we also have OPEC for the oil-producing countries, and OLADE for South America, APEC for Asian countries, so several regional organizations, and that all covers the 90% of production and consumption of oil in the world. So it's a very comprehensive database, and that provide the recent data of for more than 70 countries provide M-1 data for oil production and consumption.
Are there any specific areas that the IEA has been working on more than others, and areas that are you finding that you use perhaps more than some of the others?
First, we have been very instrumental in putting together these efforts. We were very much pushing for the creation of this database and to provide more transparency on the market, because transparency for us is a key objective to provide more visibility about oil markets and more stability to the markets. And what we are seeing is that more and more the users, especially market analysts, are using the Jodi database, and including in the IEA when we come up with our oil monthly report, we extensively use now the Jodi database.
When you're looking at just, this is the oil market for the moment that's covered here, but also you have been considering, I believe, moving into the gas market and really looking at the whole energy mix.
Exactly. Jodi has been so successful so far that ministers want us to expand the activities of Jodi, especially toward gas. It's quite challenging because the gas market is quite different. We are ready to move forward and provide the data for gas consumption on a M-1 basis, and we also need to have the producing countries come up with the same achievements.
And what are the big challenges you find for Jodi in the near future, or even at the moment, in terms of how you're collecting that data on time and hoping everybody is contributing to it?
The key challenge is to meet also the expectations of the users, because the more you use it, the more you see the drawbacks and the gaps in the data. So the key challenge is to maintain the political and technical momentum and make sure that the commitments at political level is confirmed, and also that sufficient resources are given to statisticians, because especially at time of budgetary constraints, there is a temptation to cut resources, but then you cannot deliver on results. So it's a key point for us to have the confirmations from ministers and from governments that they maintain their commitment in terms of transparency and also in terms of providing the necessary resources to have good technical results.